my name is Mika, and today I will be talking about 5 different African aphrodisiacs. Our first aphrodisiac is Dukan. And Dukan is basically like a smoke bath. It comes from Sudan. It has a really good smell, and it is used for beautification and aphrodisiac purposes. So married women in Sudan basically dig a hole in the ground and light this wood, and then they sit on top of it, and they cover themselves in a cloth or a blanket to basically keep the smoke in, similar to how you would do a yoni steam. And this is used usually like right before someone gets married, or like, you know, when you're married and you're just, you know, trying to, you know, spice things up for your husband. So this is mostly used by new brides or married women, and it is used to tighten the vagina, give the skin a really healthy glow, and it also just keeps you smelling really good for a few days. It also has other amazing properties that are not related to sex. It can be used after childbirth to cleanse the body, and it can be used if you have any bone ailments. Our next item is the yoni sweetener, and here is a picture of it. It looks like this, and it's an Hausa aphrodisiac, mostly found in northern Nigeria and Niger. The Hausa people have a lot of aphrodisiacs. I'll make another video about it. They call it the kaya mata, and that includes just a lot of different aphrodisiacs, and it actually means women things in Hausa. With the yoni sweetener, you can eat about 4 to 5 pieces, maybe like an hour before you do any activity, and it will help to increase your vaginal moisture, and it will also help to increase your libido. It also helps to sweeten the secretions. We know that vagina is supposed to taste like vagina, but if that's something that you're interested in, then definitely check out the yoni melts. So this product really gives you that wop, and quickly. So this one is really interesting. This one is tiger nuts. And tiger nuts, this one is for the fellas and the ladies. I'm still trying to figure out a way to let you see it without everything dropping. So this is the tiger nut. And this tiger nuts can be found throughout all of West Africa. So some people even call it nature's Viagra. It really helps with erectile dysfunction and low libido in both men and women. Something that a lot of people don't know is that horchata actually comes directly from Africa. In Latin America, I know people make horchata with either rice or with tiger nuts, and you can find it in like Nigeria, Ghana, usually made with, you know, tiger nuts and some dates and like coconut milk or something like that. And that's nature's Viagra, and it's really easy to make, really quick to make. Also remember, if you're dealing with erectile dysfunction, really try to decrease the amount of meat that you're eating. Even if you can do at least once a week no meat, that would be great. I would personally do more than once a week with no meat. Like, yeah, if you're dealing with erectile dysfunction, you really need to try a vegan diet, maybe at least half a week. So tiger nuts and dates would be blended to create a really creamy, sweet drink, and it is thebomb.com if you want to last longer in bed. Make sure to soak your tiger nuts in water before you use them. I know some people like soak it in water, and then when it becomes softer, they just chew it. But again, you can also make the smoothie. So my last item is the Gorontula or Silky Cola, and it's from Nigeria, and this is how it looks. This right here is the truth. Like, if you're dealing with vaginal dryness, this is something that will really help you out. It increases lubrication, it increases libido. It is very well known. So it takes a little bit more time to make. In order to use this, most people make a syrup with it. It's not really hard to make, but it does require a few extra steps. Also, keep in mind that it does increase fertility. So just think about that. So outside of its aphrodisiac properties, it also helps with menstrual issues, and it also lowers blood sugar, so like if you have diabetes. So as a bonus, the last aphrodisiac is something that I think a lot of people know, but maybe they don't know the full backstory on, and that is waist beads. And waist beads are worn, again, all across the continent. I believe it's mostly worn in West Africa. And waist beads have a lot of different uses. It really depends on the ethnic group, but I'll just go through a few different uses. So for one, a lot of people use waist beads as an aphrodisiac. They wear it underneath their clothes, and like during intimacy, their husband will play with it. Sometimes it'll make some noise if you're like, you know, doing certain things, you know, you can hear that jiggle, 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 you know what I'm saying, depending on the rhythm or the stroke. And they come in many different sizes. Like this one is like a really, really small waist bead, like the seat is really small, but you can get waist beads that are really, really big. It really depends on what you like and what you want. There are other uses of waist beads. You'll see children wearing waist beads, and I don't want to like lie, but what I was told is that some people use it as a way to like help the child's body form. That's one thing that I heard. And then I know that some people just use it for like spiritual reasons or just decorations because it's really beautiful. But I always find it interesting that, you know, a lot of us like in the diaspora, especially in the African American community, a lot of us like wear the waist beads outside of the clothes, but it is normally worn inside of the clothes because it is an aphrodisiac. So it's like something you wear for your husband. So those are all the African aphrodisiacs that we have today. If you have any questions, please leave them below. If you know any more aphrodisiacs, please let me know, and I would love to make another video talking about this. So thank you. Have a good day.